Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our 21st meeting of Count of Cthulhu, starring our investigators, Cormac O'Doyle, Dorothy McGee, Jonathan Price, and Mavis Carell. When last we met, our intrepid investigators were in the Raven Wing Asylum, where Cormac found information regarding his fallen comrade, Cahill, Cahill Murphy. The nefarious Thomas Namazuski taunted Cormac and Dorothy with threats on, of course, Cahill, and threats on Mary in particular. And Tomazuski faced the rage of Cormac. Now, with his body now pounded headless, writhing on the ground, our investigators stand as things begin to calm. Cormac's crew shuffling people away, controlling the scene. Our heroes stand ready for their next action. And that brings us now to Call of Cthulhu, episode
21. It's episode 21.
I'm sorry, episode 21, title. I think I only said 21 when we first started. Episode 21.
I was like, you are not Shatner. Let's
That's
continue.
how.
Okay. Well, I think Dorothy had pulled him away, right? She pulled Cormac away and was like patting him and stuff.
Right.
She's just like, it's okay, dear. Come along.
Alright, so yeah. Cormac does begrudgingly pick himself up, take off his brack knuckles, and start to walk out of the building.
Imagine he's like splattered in blood.
Yeah. At that point, definitely.
Do I have blood on me?
Give me a luck roll.
Oh, okay.
I mean, maybe on your shoes, but I think you had walked out.
I mean, she went in there and stopped you.
He was already kind of done, though, at that point. He wasn't.
Yeah, you have a, ooh, damn. Your luck is down that far?
No, shouldn't be.
How did that happen?
Oh, no, my luck is 69. It's because I had a 69 out of 75 because my max is 75 and my luck was reduced because I spent some points.
All right, cool. Make sure that's written right, but obviously that's a fail anyway.
Yeah.
So, yes, you do have blood on your... Is it after September? No, on your white shoes.
It's in February. Remember, because we had Valentine's Day?
Yeah. So, yeah, you can wear white shoes. There you go.
Oh. No, I imagine she'd pull him out and just be like, now, Mr. Cormac, like pull a hanky out and like brush some of the blood off your face like a mother, mother hens. We should get you cleaned up, dear.
So, Jonathan, what are you doing after things start to calm?
He wasn't with us. Remember, he
I
refused.
Yeah, I was at my place and I was talking to her.
Oh, right, you're at your place right now with, yeah, right.
He was like, that dude's gonna die and I will not be part of that.
I will not be an accessory to murder.
Well, somebody died, just not the dude you thought.
Potato.
Makes a difference.
Let's bring us back to the apartment of Mr. Price. And Eddie shows you a couple of more pictures. He's talking to you about Niagara Falls. He says, so, I don't know, it's up to you, John Boy. I can probably get you a train ticket up there in maybe like 72 hours.
Well, let's do that before the tray goes cold.
Yeah, that's not a problem. I can keep snaps on top of things, but it's just going to take us a little while to get over there with no eyes on us. You know what I mean? Somebody already died when they got too close to your house before. We don't want them people thinking that you're on top of them, whoever that might.
Hmm. Did that actually happen? Like out of character? Like,
He's paranoid. He's always looking for people chasing after him over his shoulder. Um, Ideally, what he's talking about is just people seeing what moves you're making. So what he's going to do is try to get you tickets under an assumed name and a fake identity. Whether he's right about needing to worry about that,
oh, okay.
he thinks he is.
All right. Well, if you think that's necessary, then go for it.
I see that look in your eyes, John boy. You're thinking about just driving up there yourself, aren't you?
Well, I mean, came to my mind.
Look, I can tell you this much. You start taking these roads, all those state cops along the way, they're checking everybody. They're trying to catch any bootlegger they can find, anyone else they can find. Um, Granted, you're not bootlegging, you're not bringing any contraband, and that's good, but they're still going to keep your eyes on you. And if it is somebody that doesn't want you to know what you ain't supposed to know, you know?
Right. Hmm. How long would it be, like the drive be from there to like from Boston to?
I want to say I know we figured it out last week. I think it was 6 or 8 hours, if I remember. But then I remembered that I'm calling it 6 or 8 hours with highways, and that wouldn't have been the case. So
Yeah.
I probably want to double that to 12.
And I mean, it's so. And when does he want to like me to like get there? Basically, like in 2 days. Is that like means
I think he said 72 hours.
72 hours? Okay. Yeah. I think that's fine.
Yeah, gas, everything else. It would be a bastard for you to try to make that drive, to be honest.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll hop to it. Um, Give your friends a call at some point. Maybe they could come with you. I can probably get tickets for everybody.
Well, I have to talk to them, and they seem to be quite busy right now. But I will definitely ask.
Sure. Hey, you're a convincing guy. I can't resist those dimples. See you around, kid.
All right. Thank you again.
We're gonna find them. It's gonna be all right. You're finally gonna get some answers. And he heads out the door.
I think I would just like spend the time and just look more into the pictures when he's gone and start packing actually already.
So I'm gonna call this, I'll let you choose. You can either choose spot hidden or library skill for looking at these pictures.
Let me check. I mean, pretty sure the library is better. Yeah, library is better. I pick library.
Nice. Check mark.
I already have a check
Alright. So you decide to take out a magnifying glass. And when you take out the magnifying glass and get a closer look at the picture, you see your father. As I said, the only one who seems to be looking the opposite direction. But with the magnifying glass, you see there are two other people. One of them is a man about Cormac's age in a fancy long coat. You notice on his lapel pin, he has a pin in the shape of three triangles, three golden triangles. Thinking back, you recall, I'm going to say you recall, even though I don't know if Cormac shared it with you, but you recall Cormac mentioning that there was an organization that reached out to him that had card socks with the 3 triangle marks printed on it.
Hmm.
And if Cormac didn't share that with you, I apologize.
Yeah. Well, I mean, do I know like this society symbol myself? Maybe.
You should not, because I doubt you have much underworld knowledge. So I'm going to go out and say you most likely don't.
Okay.
But you do realize that at this point you've seen enough symbols that anything like that kind of sticks out to you. You also see that your father seems to have his arm around the guy's, like the small of his back, as if he's ushering the guy to keep moving.
Okay. All right. I mean, yes. I mean, maybe I'd take the time like next day to like look it up in the library, maybe, or show it to the others and see if they know.
Yeah. So at this point, I would remind you that you do know that Cormac and them went to the Raven's Wing Asylum to do some business you consider to be pretty nasty. Um, it's probably at this point about the time they should have arrived and talked to somebody there. You do have the number for the asylum if you think you want to call and make a last desperate effort to talk them out of what they were doing.
I mean, I feel like I kind of honor his decision to like deal with that his way, but I really don't want to be like part of that. Um, so I'm kind of like I think I would just like drive there and like see if everything is all right. Like if every like something was like really wrong, but I wouldn't want to like be part of that.
All right. So if you want to drive there, you can do that now.
Oh Lord,
You'll
what he's gonna
probably be able
find.
to make. Yeah, you'll probably be making it. You'll probably make it to the front as they're on their way out. Um, and obviously, you could stay in your house and meet them whenever they talk to you, or of course, you could give them a call. Those are all your options right now.
Mm, I think I just drive there and wait outside,
All right,
like
fine. That's
next
not
to
a
the
problem.
car, maybe.
All right, so you'll be driving at a pretty normal rate of speed, I assume.
Probably expecting Dorothy to come out all aghast and disturbed, and Cormac perfectly fine.
All right. So, I'll roll this. So you guys are getting up. Jimmy kind of takes a walk over.
So it is definitely registered with Cormac that Dorothy is fretting over him, but he seems kind of, I wouldn't say disassociated, but definitely focused on something else.
Yeah, and poor thing. She's like using, snow to get water on a handkerchief, wiping the blood off your face, trying to clean your knuckles. Holy shit, this image of this woman cleaning your bloody knuckles.
So Cormac just goes, "Where the fuck is Jimmy?" To like the
Right
nearest
here,
guy.
boss. Yeah. So Jimmy looks like he was getting ready to peek his head into the room to see if there was anything he needed to grab. He hears you say that, and he doesn't get a good look in the room. He takes his head back out and says, "All right, boss, I'm here. How you want to work this?"
You have a guy looking for Mutt.
Yeah, we got him right back at the place. Been softening him up. He'll be ready to tell us anything we need to know.
No. You found Mutt, right?
We got an idea where he is, boss. Yeah.
Who is he with?
He got the three old guys with him. He Kevin, Kelvin, and my old man.
Your old man.
Mr. Cormac,
Hey,
don't you?
look, it ain't no thing, boss. Me and him ain't seen eye to eye ever since, he did what he did to moms. So, if it comes down to it, I got your back. Fuck that guy.
Don't you think enough blood has been spilled for one day, Mr. Cormac?
So I got Mutt and 3 geezers, and you're telling me that's it?
Unless he could go and convince the rest of the families that you're a rat, then we know who knows what we're dealing with. But if he can't convince them of that, then I think we're solid. Boss, this will sound crazy, but there is one way we might be able to talk them, make sure people know that you ain't the rat. Them cops,
The
they owe you
people who
them
need
cops,
to
they owe you a
know
favor, right?
already know. I've been talking to the Italians. I don't know if I've already told you or not, but they are more than aware that Mudd is responsible for what happened to their men, and also what has happened between Mudd and the police.
All right, that's why you're the boss. Good work, good work.
And I also got the go-ahead that if something unfortunate were to happen to Mutt, it's in everybody's best interest.
Looks like we got things all set up, boss.
So I
There's a
will
couple of rooms.
confirm. It is Mutt and 3 geezers. And they are where?
Jimmy starts walking you to corner away from Dorothy and Mavis.
Dorothy scowls
So-
disapprovingly.
Cormac is like dragging Dorothy at this point. He doesn't care.
I mean, look, she wants to stick with him anyways.
All right, boss. So it's gonna get real bloody out there. I'll tell you right where he is, but you might want your friends to be somewhere else when it happens. You
I
know what
think
mean?
we can handle ourselves.
Oh,
I
you know-
already reached the
He walked away
same
from y'all.
conclusion.
He walked away from y'all when he said this, Dorothy. So you shouldn't be able to hear this.
No, Cormac was bringing Dorothy, at the very least.
Oh, okay.
Maybe not Mavis, but because of what he was going to say after Jimmy.
All right. All right, go ahead, boss. What were you saying?
I'd already reached the same conclusion. Dorothy, what I'm gonna do ends 2 ways. I am either shot down in the street or I go to jail.
It doesn't
You
have to.
understand?
It doesn't have to end that way.
It does.
No, it doesn't. You deserve to be happy.
I don't think you understand.
I don't.
What has made me happy is my family. And for the longest time, that has been me and the boys. And the moment somebody, I don't care who the fuck it is, starts picking them off,
Kirk,
they're done.
do you think I haven't lost children?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Do you
But
think
that
I
only
don't
means to me that you should be able to sympathize
I can
for
sympathize,
what
but
I have to do next.
Mr. Cormac,
I don't really have a choice. He's gotten to 1. There is no assurance and no leash to tell me that he won't do it again. which tells me I need to handle it. Am I wrong?
Look, Mr. Cormac, Kirk, I understand. I do. I've lost I buried my own child. 4 of them, to be exact. and at least one of them was in the war. And let me tell you, I think every day about the man that put the bullet in that man's head. And if I could, I don't think I have it in me to forgive him. I do understand. But Mr. Cormac, you have to promise me. Killing a man to protect your family is not the same thing as torturing a man for power. And what you did in here tonight, that was not just protecting someone. And you are better than that. This is not vengeance. Do you understand me? Cormac?
Mrs. McGee, you look at us,
No one is
and
talking to you. Back off.
look, ma'am, I know you see potential. I know you see what we could be, but we ain't that.
Did I say I
We're
was...
just trying to be the best we can be.
I will call your mother, so help me God. Back off.
You can't call my mother because my dad killed her already.
Jimmy.
Understand, sir. I'll back off.
There's only
Dorothy, I don't have a whole lot of options here.
Look, I'm not saying don't kill the man, okay?
Then we're not having an argument. We're in agreement.
What I'm saying is, don't torture him and punish him.
No. At this point, I don't care.
You are not an arbiter of justice. You are not
That's
going
not
out
what
to
this
get
is
revenge.
about.
This is about protecting your family. So help me God, I will have your back, but it has got to be clean. Because I'm not sitting through this again.
I can assure you that I will take my one opportunity to take out Mutt and whatever 3 bastards he's got with him. And my only concern is making sure that he is dead. I will do that quickly.
Promise me you'll pray over them when they're dead. It's not your choice to damn them down.
What's going to happen is between me and God. And God have mercy. Jimmy,
Yeah, boss.
where's Mutt?
Jimmy whispers to you where Mutt is.
Dorothy, you're not coming with.
I don't know what to say. I'm disappointed.
So am I. Stay with Mavis, find Teach, and if I wind up in jail, well, maybe I'll be in with my brother. And he does give kind of a sad smirk. A little bit of humor hasn't left him.
All right, boss. We better get moving. Red cherries and berries might be here soon.
Right. Jimmy,
Yes, sir.
I got shit in my office. Make sure it goes back to my estate.
Not a problem, sir. We'll make sure it's all taken care of. I know the protocols.
Cormac nods.
Promise me, clean. Clean and fast.
That's how the boss
Scouts on
works.
Who was that, Jimmy?
I said that's how the boss works. Um, Before he goes though, Jimmy says, "Hey, boss. I know you're gonna want to go in there swinging and stabbing and everything, but and I hate to say it, you're not the best shot in the world. You mind if I you mind if I show you a quick thing or two before we go over there?"
Oh, I'm not planning on using a gun, Jimmy.
Yeah, but plans change.
Can I still hear
Just
this?
Oh no, you're walking out the door.
Dorothy's gonna be like,
Can
you
I do it?
promised it would be
Can I
quick."
do it? No, can I do a listen roll? Look, I have a
Yes,
20
you
in
may.
listen. It's very unlikely.
Yes, you may do a listen roll.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, good lord. Look, boss, here's for me. Look, in all due respect, if you go and you get locked up, we can find ways to get you back out. But if you're dead, you're dead. So, just a quick thing, real quick. Make sure you can fire this thing, hit some
Cormac, don't you dare use that sword.
sword. Who's talking about a sword?
That is an
Boss, you ain't
instrument
got no
of
sword.
God. Do you hear me? It is not to be used for your petty mortal quarrels.
What? What you talking about, boss? Anyway, come on, boss. Let me show you how to use this gun.
Fine. I'll humor you.
Oh, he had a hard success on that too.
That's exactly why Cormac is agreeing.
All right, so go ahead and roll handguns or rifles, your choice.
Let's see here. I already have a check mark in rifles, so let's do handguns. I suck at both.
All right, that's good. Now roll me a d10, and because of Jimmy's training, that'll be a +3. So a d10 +3.
Shit, Steven's a terrible teacher.
5. Apparently,
Hey,
Jimmy isn't the best.
all right. So you now have a firearms handguns of 25. You can now
Yeah.
hit the broadside of a barn door.
Occasionally.
Woo.
All right. So
Teach driving up?
Jimmy, Cormac, and the boys are walking out the door. They all hop in the car, and at the same time, Jonathan pulls up in his vehicle. Jonathan, you can see that even though it's been washed off, Cormac's knuckles are still bloody, and you see a bunch of blood splattered against his chest, on his shoes and pants. You see like a huge pool of wet spot right around his stomach area. You also see there's some blood on the feet of Dorothy.
Okay, so I get out of my car. Are they like an earshot?
I mean, yeah, you drove up, right? So.
Yeah, I would get park next to their car or somewhere else, and then get out of the car. Unless they're already getting in the car and driving away or anything.
No,
Oh,
I'm assuming
Mr.
you drive
Price.
up as we're just about to get in.
Okay. Well, I'm getting out of the car and saying, "Well, splendid. Seems you guys already dealt with the situation, so glad to see that. And you're still alive."
Give me a spot hidden, Jonathan.
To be clear, Dorothy does not look pleased with the entire situation.
Neither does
Jonathan,
Cormac.
you see all the blood, and you see enough blood to know that wherever that blood came from isn't alive anymore.
Oh yeah.
But the next thing you see when you look at one of the sedans from Cormac's crew is you see Seamus alive, and I'll hesitate to use the word well, but alive.
I imagine Dorothy cleaned him up some too.
Is that like? I mean, is that? I mean, I didn't really think that you would kill that guy, would I? I mean, kind of.
No, we were
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
get him. We were
Yeah,
all.
you thought they were killing that guy. You didn't even know Tomaszewski was in here at all. No, you knew Tomaszewski was in there, but you had no idea they were going after Tomaszewski. You thought they were trying to kill this Seamus guy. That's when you left.
Oh, well, and I'm like looking at that guy. Well, now I'm kind of confused.
When Dorothy catches your eye, she looks kind of proud of herself.
So am I.
Confused.
Probably have a few seconds to try to catch Cormac as Jimmy and Dorothy hop into a car. Tommy hops into a car and he opens the door for Cormac.
Listen, Peach. I appreciate all you've done. Dorothy here will fill you in. I'm sure you've got other things to worry about.
He's about to go off and get himself killed.
If this is the last time I see you. Cormac extends his hand.
Look at him suspiciously, but I take it.
Cormac shakes his hand. And then wordlessly moves to get into the car.
Mavis comes out and says, "Drive safe, you little helper man. Don't get him messed up." Two Guns Tommy doesn't even say anything. He just nods, accepts the little helper man thing, and starts up the vehicle.
I'm like looking at Mavis and at and Dorothy and say like, okay, what just happened here?
Well, we saved Seamus, who was, after all, just working for someone and didn't actually kill anyone. Then we heard that maybe he might have had Tomaszewski involved, and then he went and well, do you remember that awful man? That awful lecherous man getting the body parts from the hospital?
Well, yes.
Yes. Well, he was here, and he's not anymore. Or he will be.
Well, that's
forever.
Tomaszewski, right?
Yes. And now he knows where Mutt is, who's, I guess, his old boss, who's been trying to kill people and take over his business from him, even though he was laundering money or something. I'm not quite sure, I remember. But anyways, the two are feuding for control over their gang, I think. And now he knows where Mutt is, and he's going to go kill him. And his friends.
Alright. So you couldn't keep him from doing that, I see.
Do you have children, Mr. Price?
No, I don't.
Well, then you should hold your judgment until you do.
Dorothy, dear, are we really going to let Mr. Cormac go off on this Mexican standoff all on his own?
Look, do you want me to go with him? Of course I want to go.
Well, dear, maybe we should follow them.
That's an excellent idea. Mr. Price, get in the car.
All right, so I will let you guys decide amongst you who's driving based on your drive auto skills. You'll be needing to pass some drive auto tests in order to follow them. It'll be
100%
drive by
Mavis.
and stealth skill. Is it Mavis?
100% should be Mavis.
I have like base skill in that.
I have
so-
base skill. I think she actually has skill in it.
Yep, she has something. Nope, she also has base skill. All you guys have base skill in it.
High drive.
All right.
I mean, I don't know. Did you come in your own car or did you come with Cormac?
We came with Cormac, so we're riding with you.
Well, then I have to drive anyway because I'm the only one who has a car, basically, right?
Well, you could give up your seat, but yes.
Yeah. Okay.
He said that exactly like yeah, I'm not giving up my keys.
I mean, are we kind of derailing you though from your dad quest? I mean, would you?
No, no.
derail-
I mean, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that tonight, and I didn't even tell you guys. And yeah, so I mean, it also helps if you guys are all alive. So I just make this automobile roll.
All right. So,
Doesn't work.
Also, Mavis suggesting we follow them and Dorothy being like, "Hell yeah, let's do that," is exactly 100% how that should have gone.
yes. Although she won't admit it, Mavis does know that she doesn't want to have little helper man splattered all over the side.
Push the bro.
Cormac's people have pulled off already. They have about a 20-second head start. So, Jonathan, give me a drive.
I just did it. Failed. Like,
Oh, you
by
sure did.
22.
All
I
right,
would like
so-
to take passenger seat and investigate the surroundings as we go and look for, I want to help him keep track of them.
That sounds perfectly good.
I get an advantage on that then.
Go ahead and try to start it up again. Mavis taps you on the shoulder. Dorothy, give me a spot. Okay, you see the tire tracks of the three vehicles as they are pulling off. I don't know if you remember which tracks belong to Cormac's car or not. All right, Jonathan, give me another drive auto.
Nope.
All right, so your car does get start. Your car starts, but you can only kind of get it up to normal speed. You know, you're not failing at it, but you can't pull any fancy moves. You're forgetting exactly how it is to tell somebody. So you overcompensate and you drive a little bit slower or give a little bit more distance than you need to just to avoid getting spotted.
Okay. Like, do we still are on that tracks, or is this like?
Yeah, you get to the road and you get back to the road, and unfortunately, the mud from the track starts to disappear a little bit, unless Dorothy or Mavis can give us a tracking roll.
Oof. Can I give you a survival roll instead?
Track.
Can we all roll that?
Oh, come. Okay, I will buy a success with that.
All right. So
Pretty close.
you do. Yeah, if I could find a reason to actually keep your luck. Yeah, go and keep your luck because Mavis did get it on with a +1. We'll let her have it. You guys do
Nice.
see a track. Well, you guys do see a track. You're not sure which car it is, of course, but it's better than nothing you had, and you start to follow it. So while you're driving behind a car, you do see a black sedan pulling off. You can't see through any of the windows, but you do know that this is one of the vehicles that was with Cormac.
Would I recognize? I mean, oh, but I wasn't looking. I was like, does it have the same license plate? I wasn't looking.
Yeah, let's just follow that car in some distance.
You're too far. Move closer.
All right. Give me another drive auto. See if you can get close.
Oh my. No.
Push it.
Push it!
Yeah, push it. Like, how do I push it?
So in this
No.
case, if you push it, you already see that somebody rolled a spot hidden of 22. You are going to fall right into their view if you fail this.
Alright, let's just try. I mean, oh, god damn it. Nope.
So one of the cars kind of pulls to a stop, and it is not Scotty. Fuck, this guy I don't think he even has gotten a chance to speak yet. Poor guy.
Scotty.
Yeah, it's not Scotty. This
Who
guy
the
has
fuck
barely
is
gotten to
Scotty?
speak. No, there's no Scotty. This is
Scotty
one of your
wasn't
guys who
there.
really hasn't gotten to talk at all. Poor.
You telling me I don't know one of my guys?
No, you know this guy. It's just that he hasn't really gotten to talk, like, at all. I don't think he's had a voice or had a single line yet.
That's sad.
Connor. Poor Connor. I don't think Connor has had a line yet.
He's not in our player info, so.
Yeah, he is, but
Well, he's not in. Oh,
no,
yep, there
you're
he
right. He's
is.
in Cormax. Poor Connor. Well, anyway, Connor,
Yep, there he is.
because you guys totally
Highly
talked to him
excitable.
lots
Needs
and
to
lots of
calm down.
times.
I've talked to him
Pulls to a
like
stop and
once.
says,
He's the most normal of all of us.
yeah, that's why he hasn't stuck out. Poor guy, he's just a regular dude. And he says,
We forget him because he's so short.
yeah, because I think originally Little Helper Man, I think Connor actually might be the original Little Helper Man, but it ended up becoming Tommy just because we
he's
like
not.
Tommy.
Tommy was the one who was answering the phone. That's why.
Okay, so Tommy is Little Helper Man.
Yeah.
So Connor has nothing going for him.
Nope, he's
All
just an average dude. God bless him.
So Connor rolls out his window and says, "Oh, come on, guys. What are you doing? The boss said that you weren't supposed to get involved in this one, right?"
I'm not about to bury another child.
Just like looking weirdly at Dorothy right now.
Damn.
Drive,
All right.
Mr. Price.
All right, fair enough. I know where the meat is. Just follow me, and I'll get you right to where you need to be.
Can
Alright.
I?
A persuasion
Yeah.
roll.
Well, I was gonna say, can I like insight or psychoanalyze or like I want to see if I think he's lying. I want to use my mom's senses to determine if he's lying.
All right. Yeah.
I guess psychoanalysis. I'm much better at psychology.
Yeah, psychology. Psychoanalysis is how you cure somebody if they're insane.
Wow. Okay.
Is he telling the truth?
All right, hold on.
Mom mojo.
That is an extreme. Unless this guy like really succeeds, hell no.
I don't even know how he can succeed on this one.
He can't. He's got like a 1 in 100 odds. I think.
Like, I don't even really have a skill that I want to, well, whatever.
Is he even lying is a question? Like, would he like
Is
bring us
there's
somewhere
a
like where he's not?
deception, a charm? Yeah.
Hell no.
So is he lying to me?
He just shakes his head and he's waves at you and he just pumps his gas and he starts driving his car. He doesn't look you in the eyes at all.
So is he lying to me or not?
He's always been a pretty plain guy. It looks like he's trying hard to keep a straight face, but you can see some stress and some sweat forming on his head as he drives, and it looks like he's trying to drive slowly enough for you to follow.
They don't make eye contact, they're bullshit.
He's lying.
I mean, we don't really have a choice here, do we? Like, do we know where else we want to go?
He's lying. See which direction he starts taking us and then go the other way. Do we have a map? I need a map. Let's see what's in this area.
I mean, that's not really how following works. We just like go another direction and expect to like end up somewhere.
Look,
It's like
he is leading us astray. He's not taking us to him. And I look around for other clues.
Speaking of, yeah. Speaking of not driving very well, Connor
just crashing.
is trying his best to get you to follow him, and he kind of drives too slow, and he almost, gets rear-ended by a milk truck. No, I'm sorry. He almost gets rear-ended by an ice cream truck.
Sorry, my toddler just shoved cereal in my mouth.
The ice cream truck doesn't curse at him, and this ice cream truck just keeps driving past. The driver of our ice cream truck just has a blank expression as he stares forward, barely swerving around him, and just, doesn't seem to make much of a situation as he keeps on driving his ice cream truck.
So lean over to Jonathan and I tell him, look, he is leading us astray. He's trying to keep us away from this, and we need to be there to help him not.
Listen, I get that, but unless you can tell me where we actually need to go, this is kind of pointless.
Well, then let's stop him and toss the vehicle.
Give me a drive auto.
I can't roll for shit today.
She is about to take over driving for you at this rate.
I'm not driving bad, I just can't find the pass, which is kind of fine, because I don't think anyone else could help with that.
Alright, so all three of you can give me a spot hidden as Connor gets his car back going and starts making his way up the street. Oh, good lord. You were so busy yelling. You're trying your best to get this map working. You're trying to unfold it. You're holding it in the air. Unfortunately, you're holding it in front of Jonathan as well. And
Wonderful.
You can't just wag a hair of it. As you look at the bottom of the map, you realize that this says map of Birmingham.
And we're in Boston.
Yes.
This is no good. How about Mavis? Did Mavis do any better?
Okay, Mavis. He's going that way. Go ahead, turn left, you'll follow him.
Yes!
Well, I do that.
Look,
All right.
between me and Jonathan, between me and Mavis, we rolled a 100.
That is true. Those are extreme. That's kind of beautiful. Too bad she already has a check and spot hidden. But yeah, that's beautiful. All right. So you guys do catch back up to the car. Unfortunately, you don't have... Actually, you know what? I won't say that. So the one car that is being driven by Connor does go left. You still see one other vehicle up ahead, and it seems to be going straight.
Follow
Yeah,
it!
follow that.
All right, so you are going after the vehicle that is going straight, yes?
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. So, the car you're following seems to be driving smoothly, not really breaking any traffic laws, stopping at stoplights, stopping at red lights, doing exactly what it's supposed to do. It seemed to be making its way towards the pier. You guys may recognize this neighborhood as it's the same place where you fought Jonathan Winton. You see the car pull up, and you see who is it? Diathy hop out and walk into the. You see Diathy and you see Jimmy walk into the. Oh my gosh, warehouse.
Gentlemen, I need a disguise.
I think you need a gun.
No, I need a disguise to get in. Well, he's not letting me in. Look, I have a 45 in disguise. Dear God, let me use it.
Yeah. By all means. What are you using for a disguise?
I don't know. Can I take Jonathan's vest and, like, a hat or something? Fuck.
See, if you would have said that you and Davis were going to sit on each other's shoulders with a trench coat, I
Oh,
would have given you advantage on it. But go ahead and roll this guy.
man!
Oh yeah. So
Oh my God. I
Diathy,
just squeaked by.
there we go. There we go. So Diathy, Jimmy, and Little Helper Man are all standing outside the warehouse. Jimmy says something to him. Was like, "All right, I gotta go take care of some affairs. You guys know what needs to be done." Both of them nod, and they drive off. Here we go. So, Dorothy, what is your disguise?
Okay, well, it would have to be believable, right? And she's super small, so best bet is probably like a street kid, let's be honest. You know, throw the hair, keep your head covered, trench coat up, and she's little, you know? Like, no one's gonna believe she's a fully grown man.
Wait, do we see Cormac actually like getting out of the car and like going there?
I mean, Diathy was in the car with him.
No, I'm asking if he saw, because we were following the car convoy, right? Like,
That is an excellent question. But Dorothy was describing what her disguise looked like as she got out the car.
Well, I'm just thinking, like, this is Cormac's place. Like, why would anyone else hide out here? I'm just like, right now these henchmen are like driving somewhere else. Maybe they just picked something up and just like drove off in that direction where they actually want to go. So I'm kind of confused.
So Dorothy, so is Dorothy listening to any of Jonathan's jibber jabber
Yeah, of
about where Mr.
course.
Kordak is, or is she getting out the car to stop him before he does something stupid?
Um, no, she is getting out of the car.
All right. So you get out the car, and Jimmy drives off. Diathy and Little Helper Man are standing there, and both of them walk into the warehouse. Looks like they do engage a small lock on the door.
I got this, Mr. Price. Oh no, I've got to work on my voice. Well, come along, dearie.
All right, go ahead and roll me your lockpick skill. You may have I was about to say you have a +2 on it, but you don't even need it. You get the lock right open.
Bam. What's inside? What's inside? Oh, she's trying to be sneaky. Is there like a stealth or a sliding? There's a stealth.
Yep, go ahead and roll.
Aw.
I imagine just Jonathan just like standing next to her and looking at her like weirdly while she's doing all that stuff.
Can I push it? I mean, look, can I push it?
You actually, yeah, sure, go ahead.
Oh, fuck.
So you open the
Super
door.
busted.
To see Diathy and Tommy standing in the warehouse alone. What the hell? Dorothy? What the hell? Oh, man. The boss gave us the slip, Tony. Well, God damn it. I thought Jimmy said he was just dropping him off over at the office. He was going to be here. There's nobody in here. What the hell? We'll figure it out.
Having gotten in successfully and overhearing that he's not here and has given us the slip, I think she would stand up taller and just be like, well, fiddlesticks.
Oh, you guys are here?
Well, I'm not about to let him go off and get himself killed. Not
You don't even have
alone.
any clue where he could be. Jimmy's the probably one who probably figured that out. Oh, man, this is crazy. We got to find him.
Well, whom are we talking about?
To answer your previous question, no, you did not see Cormac get out of the car.
Yeah, I figured so much at this point. But, I mean, Dorothy was kind of energetic doing this, so, I mean, just roll with it. So, but I would ask, like, who are we actually looking for?
We're looking for Mutt. He used to be the old boss.
Okay, you have had
I
enough
think
of
I met
those.
him once, right? Didn't we?
He was at the police station.
He was at the police station. I want to say you definitely saw him. You saw him 2 times. I'm not comfortable with whether or not you interacted with him.
Right. Right, so do you boys have any information where he would be?
His house? That'd be crazy. That thing's a compound.
But doesn't he have, like, some kind of...
Wait, what do you mean that place is
territory?
a complex?
I mean, Mutt's old mansion, where he could hide out, sure. But getting in there be completely insane.
So if you were if you were in a satanic cult and attempting to take over your old gang after viciously money laundering and murdering people and all kinds of unpleasant things, don't you think you would hide out at that gigantic mansion you own, which is a death trap?
He usually doesn't like bringing business around there or anything. That's how he stays out of jail. But maybe you're right. Wait, did you say satanic?
I'm sorry, dear, what?
Yeah, she did. She said satanic. What the hell? Did you say satanic?
Oh, no, you must have misheard me. What I really said was, get in the damn car!
And which they do.
And, Mr. Price, I'm sure you don't mind, but I'd like to drive with these gentlemen.
Well, go for it. I'm driving with Mavis.
Dorothy's like, that was a questionable drive.
All right. So, Cormac.
Head start.
So, Cormac, I want you to pull yourself right here.
Absolutely.
This 100% looks like a mansion someone built in The Sims.
So, Cormac, you've already sent the others to the other directions. The only person who knows where you're at right now is Jimmy. Dorothy, if he put it together, might be able to figure it out, but that'll give you enough time to do what it is you have to do. Jimmy's already taking care of the other situation. Your daughter's going to go get the gold, silver, and money that she has coming to her, and whatever else. He's also made the second arrangement that you had mentioned to him.
Wonderful.
So you come up to Mutt's mansion. You've only been here a few times, which is more than enough for you. As you come up to the door, you use the remember agreement that you could have a place like this. Another world, if things worked out, maybe you could have even had this one. But those are hopes and dreams. And the only hope and dream you have right now is hoping to hear Mutt scream.
So bloodthirsty.
There. So you are standing in front of a fence. The iron gate is locked. The fence is about 10 feet tall.
Oh, I'm climbing the fence.
All right, roll climbing for me.
I'm not good at this.
See, but you wish you had my lock picking now.
A little bit. 22. Hell no. God damn it. Can I push it?
Yeah, sure. There's nobody here watching you.
Well, I said I wasn't good at it.
You could also try kicking the lock.
I mean...
Oh shit, I can do that. God damn. That'll be the first thing he does. Alright. So brawl?
Yeah, sure.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Knock the lock out.
Yeah, so you try climbing it twice, get back down and said, the fuck am I doing? And you just kick the hell out of the gate. Thing flies open, and you find yourself inside the front yard.
Okay, so can
That's
I...
nice. Do I see any windows?
Hold on, Dorothy, what's your question?
Well, I don't want to make things harder for Ben, but like, okay, a dude named Mutt, surely he has fucking dogs.
Yeah, just as Dorothy says that, like somebody in a movie asking the question, how bad could things get? You kick the door.
I mean,
And
I feel like you probably had this plan, but I had to ask because it wasn't happening and I was confused.
I've been wanting to kill this dog for a long time. Cormac has got his brass knuckles on and he's eyeballing.
What, you're gonna punch the dog to death?
Absolutely.
Oh my god, my child is looking up at me and laughing.
Is that a cow?
no, it's too fat. There it is. That's better.
Oh.
All right, Cormac, roll me Dex.
Dex? What nonsense
Yeah.
is this? Can I roll dodge?
No. It's not an attack. This is initiative.
Oh, gotcha. Nice.
All right, and they roll.
It would be really embarrassing if I died of the fucking dog.
Don't worry, I'm on my way with my first aid kit.
But if you died to the cow, that would have been fun.
All right, so it looks like their Dex is 50.
At least it's lower than mine.
All right, so it looks like you are going to go first, Cormac.
Absolutely. So I'm assuming the fat cow-like dog is mine.
No, just regular dogs. None of these are mutt.
Mutt's absolutely at his side. Come on.
Well, I guess I should have. Alright, well, as much as it saddens me, I'm gonna punch the doggo.
All right, let me
Rip.
see. Is that enough?
And I mean, Cormac isn't that mean of a guy. He's more of trying to, like, scare the rest of the dogs off.
I mean,
because...
that shit is 2/3 of my max health.
Shoot, I don't have the math on there. I want to say that. Hold on one second. I got to punch this.
I will clarify, it's just a dog, and he's not trying to, like, kill it, since, one, it's not mud, and two, it's just a dog.
You really just want to, like, knock it out.
I want to knock it out and or scare off the rest of the smaller dogs, just enough to deal with it. Like, if I could feasibly roll intimidate, I would.
Yeah, cool.
Go to bed. Go to bed, offspring.
All right. And what did you get for damage on that?
A 6.
6.
Okay. So you do knock the dog loopy. Actually, hold on one second. Maybe you do.
There's a such thing as non-lethal, right?
Yeah, absolutely. All right, yeah. The dog is still kind of saying, "Oh!"
I'm sorry, I didn't catch
And-
that. Could you make that noise again?
Sure. You go, "Oh!" All right. And the next dog is going to try to.
That's a brave dog. Just saw
It's
the
a
alpha get the
trained
smack
dog.
down on the sentry.
It's a trained dog.
And that dog fails at trying to bite you.
Super fails.
Can I just roll intimidate? I mean, the rest of them are small dogs.
When it's your turn, you can try. Oh, okay. Shoot, I rolled that wrong. I'm just going to roll it again. Yeah, that last dog also fails to bite you. And it's your turn.
So at this point, Cormac is just like really keeping his foot up, trying to just get him to fuck off. And he's just gonna try to scare him away.
All right,
Yeah, I
so
barely succeeded that. Goddamn.
all right. Looks like those dogs felt their thing of willpower, and they know who the big dog is. And it looks like
It's
the two
Cormac.
little dogs are gonna run away. The other dog, however, the one who you almost knocked out, decides that he still really, really wants to bite.
I can respect that.
All right. If you fight it, then you will be able to block this attack. So you can either dodge or you can fight. If you succeed at either of them at a higher rate than he did, you will take no damage.
Alright, brawl it is.
All right. So this doesn't count for an extreme success, but you do get to roll the damage on it. But this does not count for an extreme success because you can only get an extreme success if you are initiating the fight. But go ahead and roll.
Alright, 6.
All right. So, as much as you don't like it, you do hear a little crack in the dog's ribs when you punch it this time. And it does go down.
With his fists.
You keep moving?
Because he's invading
Well, I
people's
tried. Rip doggo. Do I see any windows?
You see the garage door right here.
Alright, garage door it is.
Give me a listen roll.
Sure. That is not a good roll.
All right.
I mean, I
And
could push it.
Give me a spot hidden.
That's better, but I'll be damned. Okay.
So, at first you thought you heard something, but you kind of convinced yourself you didn't. And then, at the last second, you see the dog that you just punched get up with milky white eyes, and it charges at you.
Satanic cult.
So, fortunately, you did turn around in time to see this, so it doesn't get a surprise attack on you. I believe you are up next in initiative, and this guy is going to be right here. He is barreling down on you.
All right. Well,
Oh,
that's
wait, I'm
kind of
sorry.
interesting.
Wait. Time out. An undead dog. This is your first time seeing an undead dog. I definitely need a sanity roll on that.
I mean, sure. Cormac is kind of one-minded, though.
Stop burning up the extremes!
All right. So you're cool with it? This dog is coming. He's a little bit away from you. You don't know what this thing will do to you if it bites you. What are you going to do?
Yeah, like I said, he's kind of one-minded, so he's gonna go bash his brains in.
Okay, so you are going to punch. So you're going to walk up and you're going to punch the zombie dog,
Absolutely, why not?
completely forgetting you have a ranged weapon. Got
Absolutely. I mean, like, shit, you
So
know me
you're
by
gonna
now.
wait for the dog to like leap at you,
Oh,
and
no.
you're gonna meet his throat with your fist.
I will push that because that's embarrassing.
Unfortunately, I didn't realize it before, but you are not able to push attacks.
Oh, you're not?
Nah, I didn't
Yeah.
realize it, but you can't push
I
attacks.
mean, you rolled a 96, right? So you could spend 11 luck points.
I will spend 11 luck points because this is important to me, and I might die anyways.
All right. So you do that. The dog is going to try to fight your arm out. So that would be a normal success. He needs a normal success to match you and take no. Oh,
Whew.
okay. So the dog tries to punch you. I mean, tries to bite you, but at this point, when you punch it, you actually punch its bottom jaw off.
Oh, Grody.
Now he's not trying to keep it alive.
It, however, still tries to growl at you, which is weird because it's growling with now the tongue or the bottom part of its jaw. So it sounds kind of like.
I've heard a voice that sounds kind of like this.
And it's going to come at you, and it's going to. I'm just going to use the word bite, but it's going to try to scratch you with its claw. It fails.
And I am going to.
Oh, Jonathan, give me a drive auto roll.
Oh, yeah, no, but I was like, I mean, at some point I need to.
Me, I can't believe I failed that.
Ooh,
Okay, there we go. You
Ooh.
Woo!
you finally get Dorothy to put away that map of Boston.
Oh,
And it looks
whatever.
like
I
you
rode
guys
with
drive
Divey.
away.
She's not in my
She was
car.
like,
That's,
fuck this, I'm riding with Divey.
I'm blaming like her lack of being there on my actually.
She was bad luck.
Yeah, she's
She
just
was
really
making you feel
bad.
pressured. It was hurting your performance.
Do not forget to give yourself a check on drive auto. All right.
She was like way too distracting next to me.
Okay, so you and this dog are having the worst fight in the history of a world. The dog's going to try to hit.
Wow.
So the
Oh my
dog tries to
God.
swing at you, and once again, it looks like it loses a whole nother paw. And because this fight is way too embarrassing, we're going to go ahead and say that when it dives at you, it hits the wall and it breaks its neck. It also manages to slam open the garage door for you.
Cormac is just like, what
Nice.
the fuck just happened?
Fumble to fumble all fumbles.
All right, so you make your way into the garage.
All right, is this a door?
Yes.
Cormac is gonna kick open the door.
All right. I'm not going to make you roll for it. As a matter of fact, you get ready to kick open the door. You hear you come to the party, eh, O'Doyle? You came to the party. Hey, Doyle. It's good to see you here. You know, you really fucked everything up on this one. It was supposed to be so fucking easy, and you just had to come and screw it all up. But you know what? Come on in. Just come on in. Water's fine.
Kill him, shoot him in the head!
You know what? I appreciate that.
That is me, not Dorothy.
You hear the radio hiss and goes out for a little bit, and then you hear him again. It says, "You know, kid, well, I hired you because I thought you were just dumb muscle, and you were supposed to stay dumb. When the hell did you start getting delusions of grandeur?"
That was your first mistake, bud.
So you find yourself in the room. You see a trail of blood leading into this room here.
From
Yeah,
where?
Cormac's gonna follow the trail.
Going this way?
Yeah, coming from the garage door from here to here. So you start following a trail of blood.
Can y'all see that
You,
red line?
Yeah, whose line is
yeah,
that? Hold on.
That's
you
mine.
see. So you see a little dirty, and it's like, oh yeah, that hat. I guess that's what happens when little dogs like you try to get ahead of themselves. That's your boy Cargill's hat. I tell you to take it with you, but you ain't getting out of here alive.
All right. So Cormac is absolutely dead silent. But he is going to follow the trail.
We're gonna mutilate all of them.
You know, they were supposed to think you was a rat. My boys, they were loyal to me this whole time,
They know
and they were
better
ready to
than
go
to
and take
trust
care of
a
that.
mud.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you over my pound of my own voice. What was that?
I said they know better than to trust a mutt.
Yeah, that's real funny there. That's real fucking funny. The thing is, I'm just pissed off that you managed to go ahead and turn my own men against me. I mean, who'd have thunk it? Going with a lunkhead like you.
Maybe they weren't yours to begin with.
Inside the room, you see two of his lieutenants, Kevin and Kilvin.
You see, this is what I mean. Killing the men you work with is just bad business.
As soon as you say that, the door behind you slams shut. You hear a click. Yeah, you're right. Killing the men that work for me is bad business, but I ain't in that business anymore. You might have heard. I found religion. Ain't you gonna even ask me what religion I found?
I would if I cared a single flying fuck about you and whatever satanic cult you got yourself mixed up in, but at this point, I'm just tired. And
Yeah.
Cormac is drawing the rapier at this point.
Oh, she told you not to use the damn sword!
Speaking of resting, I think it's about time these two guys over here quit doing that.
You're right.
That's about what I thought.
And with that, Kevin and Kilvin both stand up.
Can I stab these motherfuckers? Because I saw that coming a mile away.
Oh yeah, you can. But a quick warning. Actually, no, not a quick warning.
You're
Yeah.
all dead.
Yep, you're undead.
I'm completely within my rights. Shoot the buddies in the head. I would if I could aim with the shit, okay? You know me.
Fair enough.
Kurt, go to bed.
All right. So I see you got the fancy little sword for you, huh? Where you get a shiny little thing like that? But
Courtesy of the Catholic Church. Not that you know much about that.
oh yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure a good old sinner like you probably can't even make use of a thing like that. But hey, whatever. All right, Cormac, roll me willpower.
So that's just power.
Yeah, that's your pal.
It is not my forte. Can I push it?
You can't push in combat.
So, no, that's not a combat roll. Luckily, this isn't a combat roll. So I'm going to tell you right now that this sword has not quite accepted you yet, and it, for lack of a better term, puts itself back into its scabbard for right now.
The sword and the stone. I can't draw the goddamn thing. All right.
You may try to push it, but that would mean that these guys would get a chance to try to attack.
I can always dodge. That's
I'm
fine.
wondering when we'll catch up.
All right, Jonathan.
God damn
Oh
it.
shit, Jonathan, give me a luck roll. Let's see if you are good enough to get here in time.
Say yes.
All right. Let's see.
Nice.
Nice.
All right, with a hard luck roll, your car pulls up. I need all three of you guys to give me dex rolls.
Not dodge.
Nope, dex. You're trying to run and get in here to help Cormac.
Yes.
I'm still twice as fast as Dorothy, just pointing that out here.
Yeah, I have
I
a
was
move
about
rate
to
of
say.
4.
So Dorothy, you must be inspired by
I'm a goddamn
what you
gazelle.
said- by the words you said to Cormac. You run over, you see a really dead dog, and a wide open door.
I draw my
There's a trail of
sword.
blood. Yep. There's a trail of blood.
Follow the blood. I'm terrified
Okay.
that it could be Cormac.
Okay, so you draw your sword. Roll me willpower. As you draw your sword, it hops out of your hand, turns, and then forms a sheet of armor around you.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You no longer have a sword, you now have a suit of a bit of armor. The way armor works is this: it reduces the damage. So, if someone does land a hit on you, you will reduce the damage by 3 with this piece of armor.
Whew. Nice. Okay, so I can't use it for the stabbing, though.
You cannot use it for the stabbing. You
Okay.
realize at this point that Steven never intended for you to stab anyone. He always intended for you to be protected.
That sounds about right. That's okay, I have my knitting needles, and I have my Derringer. And
Alright.
I'm running in there to save my man, my kid.
Alright, so both of them slowly start to realize what it is they are. They stare at each other for a little bit. Cormac, give me a luck roll.
How do I roll this modified? Should I just keep track of what I had originally?
Yeah.
So I originally had...
Like, in mine, if it helps, I change... You said luck, right?
Yeah.
I
So you reached
literally-
that to 11, right?
Yeah, I mean, you can just roll it and just know what it is. Like, I put 65/70, whatever, because I know what my max was.
All right.
There we
So originally it was 11. Yeah, that would still be a success, even with minus 11. That would still be a
No,
success.
no. I had 65 originally. I just changed it.
Oh, okay, cool. Well,
Whatever.
regardless, still a success. They both swipe at each other, and I will give you this much information. They swung at each other 3 times. In layman's terms, that means they get
Uh-oh.
3 attacks per round.
That's not good.
Of course they do. Why wouldn't they?
We're
All
not
right.
babies anymore.
All right. Give me a willpower roll again.
I mean, at this point in time, Cormac might be coming to terms. He's struggled with his faith, and he's fine with that. Can I just hit him instead?
You can punch a ghoul if you want to punch a
God,
ghoul.
oh, look. You would
You don't
not
wanna
punch
try to
someone
pull-
if you have a magic holy sword. Come on.
All right. You can run up and you can try to punch the one. Go
It's
ahead
a
and
little
roll me your-
different if I can't draw the goddamn thing. Alright, fine, I'll try again. Can I push it?
Oh my.
Oh my god.
Just punch it.
Can I burst through and inspire him?
That door's locked. You're gonna have to figure out a way to get this
Oh,
thing
god
down.
damn it. Well, I'm gonna pull out my picks.
I mean,
Alright,
I'll push
and
it. but-
Jonathan. Yeah, go ahead and push your power roll. Jonathan and
Oh,
Mavis,
shit.
give
Okay.
me a dex roll. Can you count?
So I succeeded, but I'm still not attacking yet. I'm just wielding the goddamn thing.
Oh, no. You pull out your sword.
I can't roll well today, so nope. I'm still
Alright.
I literally
Mavis
have like
catches up
twice.
to you.
I literally have twice the movement that Dorothy has. Just pointing that out.
Alright, so you're not running. For whatever reason, you've decided to calmly stroll into the situation.
You think she's freaking out over nothing and that Cormac killed the dog and he's fine.
So, Mavis and Dorothy, you guys are both at this locked door.
I mean, I feel like I would pull out my picks and then she would just shoot the thing.
Sure, you can try that.
I mean, I think she would. Dorothy would try and pick it.
Alright, this is a hard lock.
Wonderful.
Yeah, that's a big buy, so we're gonna
Yeah.
see you in the next combat round.
Yep.
Alright, Cormac, swing your sword.
Alrighty, well. See, it's a hard success. Damn, for 12.
12 damage.
I rolled max damage.
Not bad. Honestly, not bad at all.
Not bad at all. That's a hard success for max damage. What you talking about?
Bet you're glad you're using the Rapier of God now.
Yeah, dude.
It is a good thing you're using.
Oh, are they weak to it?
I mean, they are zombies.
Alright, but that thing is, even with that attack, that thing is still
I'm dead. Alright. It was a pleasure running with y'all.
Yeah, I dodge, I think, right?
I do, but I mean, I personally only have 12 HP.
I mean, you have 4 more than I
Alright.
do.
Well, don't forget, you can still roll fight against it. At this point, though, you will be rolling -1. And that just means that you'll be spinning the white one, and you'll be taking the worst of the 2 dice.
Of course I will. Why wouldn't I?
Alright, so he's going to swing at you 3 times.
How would I die? Oh shit.
Oh!
Does that mean he stops?
Alright, so he completely swings and leaves himself open. You may try to get a free swing on him before he takes his next 2 attacks.
Well, shit, I better succeed. Extreme, okay. Not the best damage, but that's respectable.
No, it's not that much damage, but it is enough for you to take this thing's head off, and it goes down. Unfortunately, there are two.
I know.
Hey, babe.
Hello,
And the other
Jesse.
one starts to walk towards you.
It makes 3 attacks.
It raises its claws into the air. And Jonathan, you've made it to the door with the two ladies. All right. Mavis
Yeah, I've
just
stepped back and
goes
I'm
and
just
ready
like,
her rifle.
shoot the thing!
She's getting ready to point it at the door, unless you are going to try to open it.
I don't have lock picking
No,
skills. I would just
Dorothy's
shoot-
yelling at her to shoot the damn thing.
Yeah. I would just shoot the lock open with that. I mean, we hear the fighting noises behind the door, right? Like, that's. I mean, we're not just like completely oblivious to what's going on here, right?
I would think we could
You
hear
are, but you know the door is locked and Cormac's in trouble. All right. She shoots the door, does 10 damage to it. Jonathan, are you going to help shoot the rest of this lock off?
Sure. I'm pretty good at shooting.
All right, Cormac.
Yeah, you are.
As you lean against the door, it suddenly opens. Give me a dexterity roll.
Flat dex. Let me see. Fail. Unless
Cormac, as the door opens, you fall on your rear, and this creature is walking up to you. You guys now see an undead zombie, so you're going to be right here, and you fall out the door, and you guys see the creature walk out like this.
Oh, is that the door we're at?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry. Cormac's on the ground. This thing raises its claw in the air. Mavis and Dorothy, you are right next to it. Both of you guys roll me sanity. All three of you.
Ew.
Oh, wow. All
To
right.
be fair, I have 95 sanity, so
Yeah, that's
everything
nuts.
I rolled was a fumble, basically. I'm not sure how that works in game.
All right. So, shoot, I don't even have my temporary insanity sheet right now. All right, give me a D10. This isn't what you lose, but this is actually, you know what? Go ahead and roll me a D10 plus 1. That's how much sanity you'll be losing right here. D10 plus 2. I'm sorry.
4.
All
I
right,
mean,
so you're
I
losing
lost
4.
8 when he killed Tomazuski, so you're not doing too bad.
And Mavis lost the same amount as you. Okay, you're good. You, however, Jonathan, roll me a D10 again.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you have a sudden urge to scream and run for the next 2 rounds. You're going to be running as far away from here as possible.
Well, it's nice that I was just arriving, but I'm out.
Actually, we'll see how far you have to go. Roll me your dex. However high a number you roll on your dex is how many meters you'll be running away. Okay, that's not terrible. It's 25 meters. That's going to get you here
All right.
before you can try to get yourself back together.
Don't worry, you got the old. I'm there for you, man. Old lady.
All right.
Ugh.
Mavis is going to try to take a shot, but she's going to do so at a -2 because she got scared. Unless you guys can talk her out of it.
I mean, I feel like Dorothy would be, like, attacking the thing, being like, shoot it! Shoot it! She's trying to save poor Cormac. Oh, man.
All right. Despite having 2 fantastic rolls, she's at disadvantage, so she does have to take the worst. And that's a 96. She does miss. Is that a fumble? That is not a fumble. And she does not do damage to her rifle. Wait, let me go.
Rifles have usually like 98 and.
Yeah,
99.
rifle is 99. A rifle is 99 or 98. So, all right. So Dorothy, you said you're swinging at the stake.
I mean, I feel like she would either be punching the thing or she'd be, like, putting her body between Cormac and the thing. You know, like, she's not really a fighter. She's, like, a protect the person, and, like, she is starting to think of him as her kid, you know?
All right, go ahead and roll me an attack.
Look, I'm pretty good at Brawl. Aww.
All right, it is going to take one of its attacks at you.
Look, 46 is really good for a 76-year-old librarian.
You're right, it is.
Oh, fuck.
Fortunately for you, Dorothy, you only take 2 of that.
Yeah!
Now it's going to swing at Cormac.
Wow, the amount of fumbles today on the side of the monsters. Holy shit.
So Cormac, he tries to punch you into the ground, and it looks like it breaks its one hand, reducing its amount of tax that it's going to get to 2.
Nice.
And it's your turn.
Lovely nice. I am going to stab the son of a bitch for 10 damage.
All right, you do stab him. He's going to try to fight back against that to see whether or not he can stop you from stabbing.
Of course he is.
And he can't. You do stab him right through the stomach. It is still alive-ish, though. All right, Jonathan, roll me a willpower to see if you can start making your way back in.
Yep.
All right, you get yourself together, and you start to make your way back in. So this round, you can start walking a third of a way.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Mavis has herself together. She's going to try to shoot the thing. Unfortunately, she misses. Dorothy, your turn.
Okay, how's Cormac look?
Cormac actually is extremely lucky and somehow never hasn't gotten hit.
Oh, okay, well then, I think I would, okay. Dorothy is not strong, and she knows she's not strong, right? So, I think now that she's had a moment to see that Cormac is not injured, would probably try and think about this reasonably. Does this skeleton have eyeballs?
Yes. They're milky white. You don't know if it can see anything, but yeah.
I mean, look, if I cram a knitting needle into its brain, through its eyeball, maybe I'll blind it, or maybe it'll just fucking hurt.
All right, well, let's find out.
Where's my knitting needles?
So you stab it for no damage.
Stupid 0.
Which
Stupid
makes
-1
sense.
damage out of fire.
So you just hear a squish as the needle goes into it.
Doesn't it,
It doesn't seem to regard it as painful.
Doesn't it, like, add if it's a hard success, or is that only extremes?
it's extreme for
God
you to
damn
get
it.
the full damage on it. It is going to swing back at you to block your. It's going to swing again. This is its turn now. So this
Okay.
is its first swing. And it's going to be.
Oh.
If you can outfight it, you will not take that damage. But as it stands, you will be taking 2 damage unless you're able to fight it.
I will try.
Alright, that is an equal success. You managed not to take any damage on that. Cormac is going to attack you with this last. You will need a hard success to avoid taking 3 damage.
Alright. Can I dodge or brawl?
Just stab the knitting needle into the eyeball of the
At this point on the
skeleton.
floor, because you haven't gotten back up yet,
And
did
because I
not
have a minus
dodge. You
1
can only
damage
try to
modifier,
brawl your
it
way
did
out of this.
0
You need to
damage.
beat a hard success.
Wonderful. That is a no.
You do not beat a hard success. Give me a strength roll.
I excel at strength, so absolutely.
Alright, and he will give you a strength roll.
His muscles are dead.
You guys are equal, and
That's
he
exceeded
is
more.
now grappling you.
Damn it. Okay.
You take 1 more damage as it sinks its teeth into your neck.
Well, shit. I have a hickey for the zombie.
Cormac, it is your turn. You need to break this grapple.
Assuming that's a strength check.
It is.
That is a success.
He grabs you harder.
Is that all I can do? Can I push it?
So this thing has you completely by the neck. It's starting to grab you by your arm. You can try to swing, but you will be doing so at a penalty of 2.
A penalty of 2. Is that all I can do?
Yeah, there's not much else you can do. You've already failed to get out of his grasp. See if you can hit it with your.
Shit. I guess at this point he's just trying to stab it off. Nope.
Yeah, no. Oh wait, I'm sorry. No. Those are all successes.
Nice!
That
All
I
right.
wanted the hard.
All right. So unfortunately, though, it looks like you use your regular knife for that. So as you slice it, you realize that not as much damage occurred to it as you would have hoped. In fact, you see right where you slice it seems to heal automatically.
I was assuming I couldn't use a rapier while I was grappled.
Hey, no, you couldn't. You were correct in that assumption. All right. This makes it Dorothy's turn.
What about Mavis and Jonathan?
Mavis took a shot, and Jonathan is right after that. So Mavis is after you.
Okay. Okay, and it's on top of Cormac?
Yes, it's on top of Cormac. It is biting him.
How degraded
that
is
would
this
be-
thing?
Well, it was doing pretty badly, but unfortunately, you notice that where it took a bite, you see that it looks like it's getting a little healthier.
Okay, oh fuck. Okay, I feel like she would pull out her gun and like he's busy, right? So she would want to like point blank range bullet to the brain. She's right next to him.
You do know what happens if you fumble on this.
I kill my weapon or hurt myself?
This thing has its head right next to Cormac's neck.
I don't care. I'm doing it.
All right, no pressure.
No pressure. Oh. Okay, but that's not a fumble.
It's not a fumble, but you do miss. Oh, who's rolling luck on this?
Can I roll the luck?
It's Cormac's luck, I guess.
Yeah, Cormac roll me luck.
I just want to say, I did not consent to this, and I'm not a happy man. Can I, can I push it?
She's trying to save you.
I appreciate
Alright.
that, but
There are very few
So-
things that would make her pull a gun out.
Alright, so Cormac, with that failed luck roll, we are going to see whether or not Dorothy hits you. So we're going to go under her.
Don't worry, I only did 2 damage.
that is
You're
also
probably fine.
So she does do 2 damage as the bullet whizzes by your ear.
I think that would elicit a curse from her.
and also from Cormac.
I mean, I think her reaction to something like that would be like, ah, throw the gun at the man instead.
Alright, so Mavis sees that and she doesn't. I think Mavis here will not fire a rifle at you after seeing that. So she's going to try to hit the thing with the buck.
Are you guys still there? I can't hear anyone.
Yes. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
So it's Jonathan's turn, right?
I can't hear Mike.
I don't hear him right now either.
We might have lost him.
Well, my bad.
Oh shit.
Look, I mean, come on. I know as a player that you're fine.
You're just bit by a zombie. I'm not sure how fine you might.
I
be
said
on this.
player.
Oh,
Player, not character. No, Cormac's probably legit mad at her. I'm sure he just saw her
I
like,
don't think. I mean, I don't think the like 2 damage from your like Derringer do that much of a difference. I think like, I mean, I would be scared to like get some infection from that bite there.
I mean, I imagine you just see her out of like the corner of your eye, like pulling her gun out and like fumbling with it to make sure it's loaded and like pointing it awkwardly and trying to shoot it. And the whole thing probably makes her step back a couple steps once she fires the thing. Yeah, well... Yeah, it looks like we did lose him.
Hmm.
He said he had to be done at 11. What time is it for him?
10:21. Sorry, I just had somebody swing by and I had to talk to them. Anyway, she's not going to try to shoot. So, oh, she did roll that and she failed. All right, but fortunately, she doesn't hit him. All right, Jonathan, you can try to sprint if you want.
I would like. I mean, like, okay. I have a question. Like, is there like a line of sight from like here to here?
If
Like,
you
can I
get
see?
there-
Can I see
yeah.
this? Okay.
Yeah, if you get there, you can. Yes, you can make it up there, and you can have line of sight. Yeah.
Okay. So I would like just go here and then like take out my knives and just throw the knives and then mid-air try to control them to actually like stab that thing.
All right. What is the distance for a knife throw?
Well, I mean, these knives are like the telekinetic.
Right. They
knives,
float.
so-
They don't to attack. All right. You'll give me a willpower roll, and after that, give me your nice attack.
Hey.
All right. So you do have control of them. Go ahead and roll me their attacks.
Do I get 2 attacks with that?
Looks like it.
Alright. Nope. And nope.
So the knives come out, they dance around you, they fly as far as Mavis, and then they flip back and they circle back and put themselves back into their little holsters or whatever you want to call them.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So now the question is it Cormac's? Oh, yeah, that's right. So Cormac, this isn't part of his attack, he's just enjoying his snack.
Oh, of course he is.
Ooh, he's gonna go and take 4 out of you. How are you doing?
Fuck. That's 6.
Wait, I take 4 more damage?
Yeah.
God damn it. I'm at 7 hit points.
Wait,
All right.
I thought you said you had 12 and you took 2 from me.
I'm at 7 now. I only have 4 total and I got hit before.
All right. So while I was doing that, so let's see, that is 4, 5, 6. All right. So Cormac, it looks like go ahead and roll me strength, because it is your turn.
I mean, if I could dodge that damage, I absolutely would, but I will roll you a
Yeah, you're not
strength.
dodging that. Okay, that is a hard success. That's good. All right, you break out of its grip.
Can I stab him with the rapier?
You can certainly try. -1. Doesn't matter.
Can I push it?
You cannot.
Damn
I
it.
mean, this could be a -1 anyway, so that 91, that is a fail. You swing away from it, it gets up, and it is going towards Maven. It's going to take 2 swings at Maven. And unfortunately, it misses both of them. Dorothy, it's your turn.
I want to stab him with my knitting needles. It's the only thing I
Let's see
can
if you can do
do.
that.
And I want to pray. Can I pray over it?
You're not a cleric, but go right ahead.
I mean, look, she can try. She is a confirmed Catholic.
Sure, go ahead.
Oh, you want me to actually pray? That's awkward and uncomfortable.
No, I don't need you to actually pray. Go ahead and roll your knitting needles.
I failed.
And it is, so when it sees you try to hit it with knitting needles, it is going to try to protect itself. Ooh. So you take 2 damage from that.
Can you see my health bar? I set it up. Isn't that cool?
Oh, okay, yes. All right. Mavis now has a clear shot.
Yeah!
So let's see. All right. So the thing rears back as Mavis shoots a hole right through its stomach. There's a giant hole right there, but it is still is making its way, and it is walking towards Jonathan. Jonathan, it is your turn.
Well, I would like to throw the knives again at that thing.
All right.
Do I still need to do the power roll?
Not right now.
Now, is that a throw roll or is that his knives skill?
Well, the
Yeah,
knives-
right now the knives are doing their own thing. So he's fortunate and he's subverting the throw roll. I will say, you know what? Actually, you're right. You do need to roll willpower.
Oh,
You should be rolling willpower on that one.
But
Because
please let that count then. Still.
okay, sure. From this point forward, if you roll willpower, then they can float and do their own thing. But otherwise, the best way you can control them without them trying to control you will require your throwing skill. You know what I mean? So if you let them float up,
Right.
they can ignore your throw rating. But if you want to just use your throw rating, it is what it is. All right, so the first one succeeds. That's going to be 4 damage to the thing because these are magical blades. It's not dead again yet.
Damn it.
Dorothy, it
Yeah,
is
I would like
your
to
turn.
just hide behind the thingy.
Sure.
So, I have a question.
Shoot.
What is the likelihood that I can snatch the rapier from Cormac and throw it at this thing in one turn?
Well, Cormac is still kind of up, right?
Yeah, so I guess it's up to if he would allow me to do such a thing.
But he's wielding that thing. What? I mean,
So you want to disarm me to try to stab the zombie yourself?
I don't
I'm a
have to.
hard no.
Well, I guess I'm gonna line up a better shot and shoot my gun. I can only move 4. I can't get to the thing, so.
All right. Go ahead and shoot. That's supposed to get a -1.
It doesn't
All right.
matter.
Doesn't matter. That's a
Yeah,
wisely, I went out of the way for that.
I mean, I
All
did
right.
line up at least a clear shot, so I wouldn't hit Mavis, I hope.
You did. Cormac, your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to end this. So hopefully, I stab the goddamn thing.
You got to step up to him first.
I do. Far away is he?
How far can you move? He's 6. You'd have to move 5 to be next to him.
Where do I see movement? Just for
It's up at the top with your regular stats, like your strength, pow, whiz, edu, strength, con,
right?
move rate. It's underneath education.
Oh, 8. I can absolutely make it. All right.
Jesus, you're a fast little bugger.
Absolutely. Let's see here. There we go. Extreme.
Wonderful.
There we go.
All right. He is
Finally.
going to try to defend himself, but I don't think it's going to matter.
There's not.
He got a hard success on that one, too, but it
it's
doesn't
against an
matter.
extreme.
As you finally, despite the words coming out of your mouth, feel the light of God flowing through you and this sword as you do stab through the hole already made by Mavis and bring the sword through Kilvin's head. And you slice him in half.
Cormac is immediately spewing shit. I told you for one to stay the fuck behind.
I couldn't leave you alone.
Under normal circumstances, I would appreciate that, but
I am not burying another son. And then she looks kind of embarrassed and pulls out her first aid kit and sits down to like tend to her scratches. Can I do that?
Sure. I'm pretty sure Cormac needs some help.
Yeah, I would use it on both. So first one me, second one him.
It's up to you.
Yeah, first one's me. Second one's him. God damn it! Can I push the second one? That is quite a cell phone.
jazzy. I like it.
Okay, well, if he'll let me, I'm pushing it.
Well, look who went ahead and made himself a whole new family. I guess I'll have to go and get rid of that one too.
Could I push it to help him, please? Heart.
You may not. If you push it, you'll probably hurt him.
I rolled a 20 when I push. It's a heart.
Can I go to this window and look outside and see if I can see anyone?
You may.
Do I see anyone?
You don't. That's coming. That sound's coming from the speakers.
Oh, okay. I still look outside.
So Cormac is like, you do realize I called the detectives, and they're gonna be here in a matter of minutes. Look, you even brought Teach into this mess.
Well, I don't know how to drive. Look, I wasn't going to let you move on your own. I couldn't do it. I'm sorry. I wanted to let you, but I couldn't do it.
Would you at least make sure you're not here when the cops arrive?
I
I
am
just
not
need to
leaving
find
you.
Mud.
I'm not
You know, you
leaving
gotta
you.
listen to your mama there, Cormac. You know, she could be a good mama. Better mama than you are a daddy. Of course.
Mud eat shit. Where the fuck are you?
Oh, come on, you know where I am. And speaking of good daddies, you know, I'm gonna be a real good daddy to your little one when you're gone. She's gonna need some strong shoulders to put her head on.
You're done. Absolutely fucking done. And Cormac is immediately moving on.
Do you have a child? Oh my god. She's running after you.
So, as you walk through this door, you notice that there's a huge tower. Um, and there's a huge cliff with waterfalls leading down. Mutt laughs as he hops up and makes his way up the tower.
Is there a sprint?
Sure.
What do I roll?
Yeah, go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll Dex and Con.
Dex, that's a success. Con, that is also a success.
Good. So you do run your way in here.
I mean, she would be on his ass. Can I sprint after him?
Yeah,
Look,
you can.
I probably won't
Jonathan,
succeed, so.
Jonathan, give me a. Ooh,
Oh,
what do I want to call this?
no.
Because this isn't spot hidden. Jonathan, you hear. Oh, okay. What languages do you know?
I know Latin.
There we go. All right, you're
Oh,
gonna
me
roll
too.
me, Jonathan. Roll me Latin.
I wrote that like 20 times and I never succeeded in that. It's like my worst
Okay,
thing.
I can't believe I have more Latin than you do. Really?
Well,
You
I have
might,
more,
but
I have,
unfortunately, what's happening here is you are hearing some Latin gibberish in your ear. Give me a listen roll.
Oh, fuck. I'm bad at listening.
No, this is still Jonathan. You don't hear this.
Oh, okay.
Jonathan, even though you're hearing Latin gibberish in your ear, you realize that this is coming from your knives and they're trying to talk to you. Roll me
oh,
Latin again.
alright.
You can do it!
Oh,
Yeah!
I actually finally made my Latin roll. Holy shit.
All right, don't forget to give yourself checks on both of those. Jonathan, your swords say to you, that one has drank from the well of power and knowledge. It isn't even there. That was an illusion.
Oh, what is an illusion? What did they mean?
Mutt at all was an illusion. Right? Like, we thought we saw him, but he wasn't there.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, wait, we saw him? Did we see
Oh
him?
yeah. Well, you didn't. Well, you should have, because you would have been running out. I'm assuming you were running with Cormac
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
and Mavis and them.
Okay,
So Cormac and Dorothy, they ran right after him as he ran into the little room for the tower thing. And you two, your swords or whatever, your daggers told you that he was an illusion.
Don't worry, I failed my
well,
dash.
I will call out and say, be careful, he's just an illusion. He might lead you into a trap.
Stop.
And I'm like, with that knowledge, I actually want to like, can I like try to like, is this real? Like this castle real? I mean, this kind of like. Can I make like a history check of this? Is this even like
Yeah.
possible?
Damn, what would that be though?
Is it mythos?
No, definitely not mythos.
I mean, I have history.
Maybe it's an education or like
Unless
an
you have
intel.
history, sure. Unless you have history.
Dan,
Push it.
can I push it in the situation?
Alright, so quarterback, I will let you roll education on this one.
It'll be a cold day in hell that I win education.
Well, you have more education than I thought.
Do you know who you're talking to?
What about try
man.
do anything?
I mean, I'll push it if you'll let me, but there's no way.
Can I?
Go ahead and roll it one more time.
Can I push my history?
Nope.
What about
It got
Mavis?
worse.
What about Mavis? What's she doing?
Oh, forget it. I also didn't make it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I've seen one of these before. It's a tower garden. Most people don't have them these days. It's pretty strange he could afford one.
What?
Cormac, be careful. This thing's going to be 4 stories, so there's 4 floors, and there could be all sorts of nasty little surprises on each of the floors. I believe it ends with a rooftop.
Yeah, go back to your fucking mansion, Mavis.
Mr. Cormac! That is completely unnecessary. We are here to help you.
You know what's unnecessary? Your help. I don't mean to be rude.
Is this built out of wood?
Alright, so you guys are standing. You can hear water rushing behind you. You can see this thing sits on top of a lake and in front of a waterfall. The lake is beautiful and elegant as it flows into the waterfall. Where the situation's different, you can admire his taste in architecture. But for now, you just want to admire your foot in his ass.
How the hell did we get here?
Oh, this was
It was a
just a
portal,
tower.
right?
This was just a tower. I couldn't put this tower on the other map. So that little white dot you saw, we're just gonna assume that this what this is right here. So this is a tower that you saw him running.
Okay.
Okay.
For a second there, I was like, was there something unnatural I should have like recognized? Did we portal?
No, not quite. All right.
Is this tower built of wood?
I
Woods. There's a little bit of woods right here. Yeah.
have a question.
Shoot.
Given that Jonathan has told us that it was a trap and he wasn't there, I feel like I would stop and look around. Like, okay, if he's not here, then he's clearly trying to lure us somewhere, so maybe this is not the right way to go.
Yeah. So while Jonathan tells you it's an illusion, and you start looking for traps, you decide to step onto a wooden drawbridge.
Wonderful. That seems like
And
a
then
bad idea.
you and Cormac decide to give me dex saves.
I
Bad at
decide to give you a dex save.
I'm
Alright.
bad at that.
What you both are?
He's better than I am. I'm an
Okay.
old lady, okay?
Okay, Jonathan, you see your 2 comrades as the pieces of wood start to fall beneath their feet. It looks like they're going to fall into the rushing water beneath them.
I have a whip with me.
You do have a whip with
so
you.
I try to like snap the whip around like one place and just like throw it into there, like
my
the other
God.
end into there.
All right, just roll whip.
Oh no.
Okay. 1 second.
Since you've done this before, I'll give you a +1. Since you've literally done this before.
Yes, several times actually. Yeah.
Hard success.
No, that's an extreme
No,
success.
+1 is a hard.
Oh yeah, +1. Yeah. Well, still, you have done this so many times. You've gotten used to it. You actually managed to get the whip to tie around both of their arms. You may now all three of you give me strength roll.
I wanted to like put this like on the other end, on like around the tree or something, so I don't really like have to use that much
I got
strength.
you. So you're not going to be using your strength. You're going to try to anchor it. All right, I'll allow it.
Boned. Super boned. What's sad is that if I had rolled first, I would have gotten that 20.
I don't think it works that way. I think anyway, Cormac. So Dorothy starts to slip. But Cormac, despite
That
your
makes sense.
anger, you do catch her by the waist, and you get her on top of your shoulder. Jonathan manages to tie the other end of a whip. Cormac and Dorothy, if you so choose, give me climb roll.
I was going to say, since Cormac was so apprehensive about being helped to begin with, he was just going to try to shove her back.
All right, so Dorothy, since Cormac is shoving you back, you may do your climb roll with a +1. So roll your climb.
Fuck.
God damn it.
Cormac, are you going to buy that? Okay, so Dorothy, I know you're not trying to buy that. Cormac, are you going to buy your climb for 3?
I'll buy it for 3. Why not?
All right. So Cormac, you climb up. Give me a strength roll to pull Dorothy up.
I mean, I have a better chance of that. Sure. There we go.
All right. So you do pull Dorothy up. You guys are sitting. And when you get back up, you see that the tiles on the drawbridge start to come back up,
So which
and then they
side are
go
we
back
on?
down. You guys are here now. So you see the doors on the drawbridge are going up and down,
It's a
up and
pattern.
down.
I would like to take some moment to study the pattern and try and ascertain what is the most effective way across.
You may do that. Is there a such thing as puzzle?
No. I have arts and crafts, and I have a survival, and I just have straight up intel.
I'll let you roll arts and crafts on this one.
God damn it. Apparently, quilting doesn't apply.
Amazingly, your arts and crafts aren't any help in this situation.
Apparently, quilting doesn't apply to crazy floating bridges. Okay,
All right.
we're thinking about this wrong.
I'll give you another description of it. The way it seems to be working is it looks like there are 12 segments on this bridge. And it looks like, well, yeah, you just see them going up and down in a checkerboard type of pattern.
Oh, well, that
So if I
seems
can
like
describe
it's
that again, it means it's going like,
left, right, left. Yeah.
yeah.
So then
Okay,
it's just a
but
proper
since
application of walking.
how about we just go back and get like one of the like tables and just like put the table over this, because if it's checkerboard, it will like always have some kind of hold.
Oh,
And
that's
we
a
can just like
wonderful
walk over.
idea.
That is a wonderful idea. All right.
You and your beautiful teachy brain.
Sure.
Look, all I have is cookies, okay? They're not going to do it.
I mean, there must be some kind of table somewhere, right? Like that we can use.
Yeah,
All right.
probably.
So you guys bring yourselves back into here. It looks like there are some tables in here. Looks like there's some tables in a couple of these places.
All right.
Where's
That's
the
just-
longest table? Isn't this it?
Looks like that'll work.
Oh, it's a table? I thought that was a rug.
It's whatever it needs to be.
Table it is.
Yeah.
All right. This is an old oaken table. Very heavy, very solid. It's going to take all four of you to pass a strength roll to.
Y'all are
Well,
fucked.
it's not a
Yes.
flying rug, but it'll have to. Can I push it?
All right, Mavis passed hers.
Ooh, I cannot believe I passed.
All right, so Mavis and Dorothy have both passed theirs. Yellow man.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
All right, so Jonathan and Cormac, you look at both Mavis and Dorothy bend at the knees, and they start to lift up their end. You guys kind of drop your end of the table, look at each other with a bit of embarrassment. Give me a rolling. And Cormac.
Ooh.
All right, so Cormac, you succeed. Jonathan, we'll say after a couple of seconds, you get it together, and you guys all lift this table up. You walk it out the door, and up the flight of stairs on the tower, and you manage to lay it on top of the little bridge thing that we were talking about.
Well, all right.
But as you do that, you make your way in.
So is your hard stop in 10 minutes?
Yeah, we're about to get to where we're going to be right now. So you guys walk in. You get to right here, and I'll bring Mavis on. Here she. All right. So you guys walk in. The drawbridge closes behind you. The door in front of you. So the drawbridge closes behind you. There is a door in front of you.
I have a question.
Shoot.
Divey and Little Helper Man were with me in the vehicle I was in. Did they, like, just booger
No,
off?
they weren't. Nah, they Oh, shoot.
Yeah,
Damn.
They took two different cars.
it's fine. They ran away when they saw that I'm there.
Oh,
That's fine.
they'll make their way in next week. Because I did forget them. I absolutely forgot though. All right. So Mavis walks up to the door. She goes to open it, and she pulls her hand back and mentions that her hand is burning because the door is hot.
Are you okay, dearie? And I inspect her hand for damage.
You look at her hand and you see that it does look like she has a small burn on her hand.
I apply first aid.
Before you can apply first aid, though, you look at the bottom of the door and you see smoke start to seep in.
I pull her back and apply first aid.
And then you hear a movement of stone, and you see a hole open in the roof. A hole opens in the roof, and you see two glass bottles fall towards the floor.
Can we catch them?
Catch one?
Um, And by fall, I mean they're thrown towards the floor.
So maybe a spot hidden to see it and a dex to catch?
I will let you roll a hard spot hidden and a hard dex.
Ah, damn it.
Oh, failed it just at the end.
I mean, look, he'd be a hard success on a dex, and let's be honest, I am not dexy.
I
All right,
got
Cormac,
an
you
extreme
did.
success.
If you can get a hard dex on this one, you can catch it.
And an extreme
Yes!
dex.
Cormac, you lucky fucker.
Did I catch both bottles?
You caught a Molotov cocktail before it hit the ground.
Yeah!
God damn it, I wanted to end the night with a Molotov cocktail hitting the ground, but no.
I mean, look,
This
okay,
is
so let's be frank, though. Now he's holding a Molotov cocktail. It's still gonna fucking explode at some point.
No. That's not how Molotov cocktails work.
That's not how it
I
works.
don't know.
No,
Look,
they hit
I
the
am
ground,
like
they-
suburban
they
white
didn't
mom. I don't know
spread.
shit about explosives.
Cormac,
It's not an explosive. It's just gasoline, basically. So
yeah,
it's
Cormac, you've earned. Go ahead and put a Molotov cocktail on your equipment list.
Oh, no.
Also, at this time, we are like kind of used to people throwing grenades at us and stuff. So
Absolutely. I had this done with gas, and ever since then, hell no.
All right, we are ending there tonight, Cormac. Molotov cocktail is a 2d6 plus luck to burn.
Oh, fuck,
It,
that would have killed me.
Works with your throw percentage.
don't throw it right now up again because it might come down to us.
I will let you put it out so that you can light it again later when you need it. There was no way in the world that was supposed to work out, but thank you for coming out tonight, guys. Cormac, you? How close was that to you being dead, by the way?
I mean, I'm at 7 HP left. It didn't get too nasty.
I mean, he has more than I do. I'm closer to death. Thank you,
7 out of
stupid.
14. I'm definitely half health.
Oh, wait, Dorothy, if you wouldn't have pulled out your sword, you'd be dead, wouldn't you?
Ooh, I'd be super dead. I'm at 5 out of 9, my friend. That thing saved me from 6 health.
Yeah, you'd be super dead.
I would be super dead.
I think you wouldn't have like gone into a melee if you like didn't have that shield, right?
I mean, she would have gone after him now.
You had a gun. I mean, you could have still shot like from distance and stuff.
I tried to shoot and I hit him.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
I put it under combat regardless. I'm sure we'll get to it next session.
Oh, awesome. Thanks for running, man.
Yeah, good game. I'm not dead yet. That is definitely something.
Woo.
Well, 3 more floors left, right?
Nope.
Yeah.
I mean, we've only
I
just
missed the part
stepped
that
into
it
the
was
first
4
one.
floors. Good lord. And I'm already half dead.
We could have saved a lot of rolls probably if we just like climbed on the outer
On
walls.
the outside? Oh
Yeah.
no.
I mean, I don't know what your climb is, but
Yeah, mine is pretty bad.
mine's pretty shitty.
I mean, my climb is also pretty bad. I always still have to like I think like going through all this like inside, like that's like so many more rolls that we have to take.
Probably.
All right, y'all. I will see y'all next week.
All right.
Sounds
See you
good.
next
Good
time.
night. Thanks.
Thank
Good
you.
night, guys.